Shanti. Avyakt Babdada Murli. Original date 31st December 1990. Tapasya is the greatest celebration of all. Tapasya means to experience pleasure with the Father. Today, Babdada is giving congratulations of love to the children everywhere, to the children who experience a new life, a new attitude, new vision, and a new world with the new knowledge. At the present moment, children everywhere are watching the present divine scene on the television of their hearts. Everyone has only one thought: to experience closeness while being far away. Babdada is also saying all the children. Babdada is hearing the music of the greetings of their new zeal and enthusiasm from the hearts of the children. The sound coming from every one of the variety of music filled with love is very beautiful. This is why Babdada is responding in return. Congratulations for all time, for the new year, for the new zeal and the enthusiasm, and for bringing about divinity in yourselves at all times. Greetings are not being given just for today, for the new year, but every moment of the confluence age brings about newness in the lives of the children who fulfill the responsibility of eternal love to the eternal Father. This is why at every moment you receive imperishable congratulations from the imperishable Father. All of you Brahmins are moving forward due to Babdada's special congratulations of happiness. The basis of sustenance in Brahmin life is congratulations. You are continuing to move forward with the happiness of congratulations. You receive congratulations at all times from the form of the Father, from the form of the teacher. The words, well done, make you pass with honors. Blessings from the form of Sadguru for every elevated action, make you experience life being easy and enjoyable. This is why you are multi-million times fortunate. You have become the children of God, the bestower of fortune. That is, you have claimed the right to the whole fortune. People give special greetings on special days. Do you receive greetings only at New Year? After the first, when it becomes the second, do the greetings stop? For you at Amrit Vela, you receive greetings from the morning. Do you not? This day is being celebrated as New Year in name. But always remember that every moment is a moment of pleasure. There is pleasure and nothing but pleasure, is there not? There is pleasure and nothing but pleasure, is there not? If anywhere to experience all the pleasures of the whole cycle in this life, because the experience of the pleasure of meeting the Father gives you the experience of having a right to kingdom, and a right to becoming worthy of worship for the whole cycle. It is at this time that you have the knowledge of both, being worthy of worship and of ruling. This is why you now experience pleasure. What will you do this year? You will bring about newness, will you not? This year has to be celebrated as a year of festivity. Are you thinking? Are we going to do tapasya or are we going to have celebrations? Tapasya is the greatest celebration of all because you are not going to do Hatha Yoga anyway. Tapasya means to experience pleasure with the Father, the pleasure of meeting, the pleasure of having all attainments, the pleasure of experiencing closeness, and the pleasure of the stage of being equal. So, this is a celebration, is it not? You will not have very large celebrations for service, but the atmosphere of tapasya will pull souls and attract them to Baba even more than any celebration with words. Tapasya is such a spiritual magnet that it enables souls to experience peace and power from a distance. What newness will you bring about in yourself? It is a newness that everyone loves. So always check yourself. Today, what particular speciality did I bring about in my mind? That is, in the power of my thoughts. And to what extent did the service with my mind, that is, with the method of having good wishes and pure feelings for other souls, increase? This means, what newness did you bring about in your elevated stage? Along with that, to what extent did I bring about the newness of sweetness, contentment, and easiness in my words? The words of Brahmin souls are not ordinary words. You need to experience in your words these three aspects for yourself and for other souls. This is known as newness. Along with this newness in every action means that every action should make you and other souls experience attainment. You should experience instant fruit as well as the accumulation of the future fruit of karma. At the present time, you should experience the contentment of happiness and power as the instant fruit and experience the accumulation for the future. You will then constantly experience yourself to be complete and perfect. Let the seed of karma be filled with the tree of attainment. It should not be empty. A soul who is full naturally has spiritual intoxication. A soul who is full naturally has spiritual intoxication. Have you performed actions of such newness? Along with that, what newness do you have to bring about in your relationships and connections? This year, you should experience the consciousness of being master bestowers, children of the bestower. Whether you form a connection or relationship with a Brahmin soul or an ordinary soul. Let that soul experience attainment from a master bestower. They may receive courage, they may receive zeal and enthusiasm. They may receive peace or power. They may easily make progress or receive happiness. Let them find an easy way to experience themselves, to be growing in their experiences. You have to give something or other to each one. You must not take but give. The receiving is merged in giving, in the giving. The receiving is merged in the giving. However, I, the soul, have to be a master bestower. In this way, you have to bring about the newness of becoming the same as the Father in your nature and sanskars. There shouldn't be the consciousness of my nature. Whatever is the Father's nature is my nature. The sanskars of Brahma are the sanskars of Brahmins. In this way, bring about newness in yourselves every day, and the new world will then automatically be established. So, do you understand what you have to do in this new year? Celebrate the completion ceremony of that which has happened in the past year, and celebrate the present equality and closeness to Baba. Also have a celebration for your future constant success. Celebrate the year of festivity and keep flying. You double foreigners prefer to stay in pleasure, do you not? In order to stay in pleasure, remember two words. Firstly, dot, and secondly, not. You know what to say not to my. You know what to say not to. Maya is not allowed. Do you know how to say not? Or will you allow her a little? Put a dot and it will not become not. You have double intoxication, do you not? What will be the residents of Bharat do? Bharat is the great land. This is the slogan nowadays. The great souls of Bharat are remembered as the Mahatmas. So, since Bharat is great, the people of Bharat are great souls. Through your greatness at all times, you make Bharat into a place of great souls, a place of deity souls in the corporeal form. The pictures will finish, and the place of living deity souls will be revealed to everyone, will it not? So, you aren't double foreigners and Bharat residents, but both are now Madhuban residents. Acha. To all the souls everywhere who are master bestowers, to the special souls who constantly receive greetings from the Father, to the fortunate souls who constantly stay in pleasure, to the great souls who constantly bring about newness in themselves, to the most elevated souls who are to become angels and therefore deity souls. Bab Dada's love, remembrance and greetings at every moment and namaste. Bab Dada meeting groups. First point, do you experience yourselves to be unshakable and unmovable souls? Do you experience yourselves to be unshakable and immovable souls? On one side there is upheaval, and on the other side there are you Brahmin souls who are constantly unshakable. The more upheaval there is there, the more you experience your unshakable and immovable stage increasing internally. No matter what happens, the easiest method of all to use is nothing new. Nothing is new. Do you ever feel surprised what is happening or what will happen? There is surprise when it is something new. If you haven't thought about something, you haven't heard about it, you haven't understood it, and it happens suddenly, you are surprised. So, let there not be any exclamation but a full stop. The world is one of the confusion, munj, whereas you are those who stay in pleasure, moj. For trivial things, the world will think, what can we do? How can we do this? Whereas you are always in pleasure and your confusion has ended. Brahmins means pleasure, whereas warriors means confusion. Sometimes there is a pleasure and sometimes there is confusion. All of you say that your name is Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. You are not warrior Kumars and Kumaris, are you? You constantly stay in the happiness of your fortune. You constantly and automatically have the one song playing in your hearts, Vaha Baba and Vaha my fortune. This song plays automatically. You don't need to play it. It plays internally. All cries of distress have ended, and you now say, Vaha Vaha. The majority cry out in distress, but very few who say Vaha Vaha. So, what will you remember in the new year? Vaha Vaha. Whatever you see in front of you, whatever you hear, whatever you say, everything is Vaha Vaha. Vaha Vaha. Or not hi hi, cry of distress. Not oh, what has happened now, but instead Vaha. Whatever happened was very good. Even if someone does something bad, transform the bad into good with your power. This is transformation, is it not? There cannot be anything bad in your Brahmin life. Even if someone insults you, it is a greatness of the person insulting you that he is teaching you the lesson of tolerating. It is his greatness that he became your master. At least you came to know that how much tolerance power you have. So, is it bad or good? There cannot be anything bad in this vision of Brahmins. Nothing bad can be heard by the ears of Brahmins. This is why Brahmin life is a life of pleasure. If it is something bad at one moment and something good the next moment, then there cannot be pleasure. You constantly have pleasure and nothing but pleasure. Out of the whole cycle, Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are elevated. Even the deity souls are nothing compared to the Brahmins. Always maintain this intoxication. Be constantly happy and keep others constantly happy too. Remain happy and keep others happy. Do not say, "Well, I am happy anyway." No, let it also be, "I also keep everyone else happy." "I remain happy anyway" is being selfish. What is the service of Brahmins? You give knowledge for happiness. Second point, no matter how much the elevated souls of the world are remembered, you are so much more elevated than them. The Father now belongs to you. So you have become so elevated. You have become the most elevated. Always keep it in your awareness that the highest on high Father has made you into the most elevated souls of all. Your vision has become so elevated. Your attitude has become so elevated. Everything has changed. Now, if you look at anyone, you look at them with soul conscious vision, and your attitude for everyone has become benevolent. Brahmin life means your vision and attitude have become elevated for every soul. Third point, do you experience yourselves to be stars of success? Where there are all powers, success is your birthright. No matter what task you carry out, whether it is for the livelihood of your body or for godly service, before carrying out the task, have this faith. It is a good thing to have faith, but become a soul who has this practical experience and maintain your faith and intoxication. All powers are the easy way to have success in this Brahmin life. You are the masters of all the powers. Therefore, whatever power you order at any time, it becomes present in front of you. Some servers become ready for service whenever you order them. In the same way, let all the powers be under your orders. The more you remain set on the seat of Master Almighty Authority, the more all the powers will remain under your orders. When you get off the seat of this awareness, even slightly, the powers will not obey your orders. With servants too, some are obedient, whereas others cause you a bit of trouble. So, how do all your powers behave in front of you? Are they obedient or do they arrive a little late? Just as your physical organs work under your orders whenever you tell them to do something, in the same way, these subtle powers should also be functioning under your orders. Check. Throughout the day, were all these powers under my orders? Because only if these powers stay under your orders from now will be will you be able to achieve success at the end. This practice over a long period of time is needed for this. So, in this new year, have the special practice of making everything work under your orders because you want to attain the kingdom of the world. Do you not? Before becoming a world sovereign, become a self sovereign. Faith and intoxication are giving every child the experience of the flying stage. You double foreigners are lucky because you have come at the time of the flying stage. You didn't have to work hard to climb up. Tilaks of victory are constantly shining on your foreheads. These tilaks of victory will enable others to receive happiness because the face of a victorious soul is always cheerful. Seeing your cheerful faces, everyone will be attracted to that happiness because souls of the world are searching for happiness. Therefore, when they see the sparkle of happiness on your faces, they will become happy themselves. They will realize that you have experienced some attainment. As you progress further, your faces with the attraction of happiness will bring souls closer. No one will have time to listen to anything, and so your faces will serve those souls in a second. When all of you also saw that love and happiness, you became Brahmins. Did you not? So you have to do this type of service in this year of tapasya. Fourth point, are you cooperative souls who remain constantly stable in the stage of belonging to the one Father and none other? It is easy to remember one, whereas it is difficult to remember many. There is so much happiness in letting go of the expansion of many and staying in the experience of belonging to the form of the essence, the one Father. Happiness is your birthright. It is the Father's treasure, and so the Father's treasures are the children's birthright. When a treasure belongs to you, you have pride in it being yours. So, whom have you received it from? From the imperishable Father. So, whatever the imperishable Father gives would be imperishable. The intoxication of the imperishable treasures is imperishable. No one can take this intoxication away from you, and it is not an intoxication that would be harmful. It is the intoxication that brings you attainment. The other intoxication is such that it makes you lose your attainments. So, whom do you constantly remember? One Father and none other. If there is any second or third person, there would be conflict. Whereas when there is the one Father, you have a constant stage. It feels very good to remain merged in the love of one, because the original form of souls is that of remaining constant. Greetings for the auspicious beginning of the new year at the time of farewell. Congratulations for every moment of special new zeal and new enthusiasm to all the lovely and lucky children from everywhere. You are diamonds yourselves, and your lives are also diamonds. So let it always be a diamond morning, diamond evening, and diamond night. With this method, you will very quickly establish your own kingdom and then rule there. You would love your own kingdom, would you not? So now bring it about quickly and then rule there. You can see your own kingdom in front of you. Can you not? So now become angels and so deities. To all the children everywhere, especially, accept multi-million fold love and remembrance. To all the children everywhere, especially, accept multi-million fold love and remembrance. Those from abroad and those from this land have very good zeal and enthusiasm for tapasya. And where there is tapasya, there is automatically service done. Congratulations for constant success. Each one of you has to show such newness that the whole world looks to you. Become a lighthouse of newness. Acha. Let each one of you accept for yourself love, remembrance, and congratulations. Blessing. May you remain light with your pure thoughts and elevated company, and dance in happiness as an alokik angel. For you Brahmin children, every day's Murli is pure thoughts. You receive so many pure thoughts every morning from the Father. Keep your intellect busy with these pure thoughts and constantly stay in the Father's company, and you will become light and constantly dance in happiness. The easy way to remain happy is to remain constantly light. Pure thoughts are light and waste thoughts are heavy. So, constantly keep busy with pure thoughts and be light and continue to dance in happiness, and you will then be called an alokik angel. Slogan: the form of sustenance of God's love is an easy yogi life. Om Shanti.